First, let's look at the top stories making headlines. World Children's Day commemoration observed. ABSA unveils innovative payment solutions. Botswana's first Pick and Pay Go store opened. And in our sports, Botswana Football League steps up. Welcome to Lesedi Television News. I am Botsang Molefe. Gaborone is to outline preparations for the upcoming World Children's Day, which will be commemorated on November 15th under the theme My Day, My Rights. The Acting Minister of Child Welfare and Basic Education, Mr. Justin Hunyepa, emphasized that the day serves to promote, advocate for, and celebrate children's rights across the region. The Acting Minister encouraged children to use the platform to raise their voices on matters that affect them, particularly in relation to the school curriculum and other developmental issues.
And what are the objectives of this day? I have 4 bulleted points for that. 1, to provide a high-level platform for children to meaningfully engage and participate in decision-making processes and reflect on on commitments made to children on issues that affect them. Chantel, that's why we are saying that nothing for children without children. So that's one of the objectives of the commemoration, to make sure that as children you reflect on commitments made to you on issues that affect your welfare. 2, to promote sharing of best practices between countries for the advancement of the child rights agenda in the sub-region. 3, to promote collaboration among children and sharing of experiences on how their member states meet their rights. 4, the last one, to raise awareness on the rights and needs of children through consultations among children and duty bearers.
This year's commemoration will see participation from 9 countries within the Southern African Development Community, SADC region.
Director of Ceremony. As such, this invitation is extended to Malawi, to Eswatini and Lesotho, to make a total of 9 participating countries in the SADC region. The theme, we have already had it. Chantel has already emphatically stated the theme. The theme for the 2025 Regional World Children's Day commemoration is My Day, My Rights. From promises to action. The theme gives children an opportunity to tell their side of the story regarding realization of their rights. And that's where you should be working with your colleagues, from promises to action.
During the briefing, the children's representative, Ms. Chantel O'Neil from Maigano CJSS, raised concerns about the growing indiscipline among students in schools. She attributed this trend in part to the abolition of corporal punishment, noting that the absence of effective alternative has made it difficult to maintain order.
I will say that in our society, indiscipline has been a growing concern. Most children are no longer that disciplined. There is no longer respect for the elders in our communities, and especially looking at the fact that corporal punishment is no longer used in our schools. It has actually made discipline to grow and grow and grow more in schools. And I feel that from my point of view, that peer approach counseling groups by teens have actually helped to keep indiscipline in schools, whereby a child gets to give another child advice that what you're doing is wrong and this is what you're doing that is right.
In his closing remarks, UNICEF Acting Representative Dr. Kumanzi Muhendi reminded attendees that World Children's Day is regarded as UNICEF Day, a moment dedicated to celebrating children's rights and achievements. Dr. Muhendi said we should celebrate children wherever they are in Botswana.
Like we said, today's UNICEF Botswana is about every child in this country. Today's UNICEF Botswana partnership is about everyone. every organization who can make a mark to take the children's rights forward. Your coverage will play a significant role in mobilizing support and creating awareness about the event. Particularly happy about the 59 minutes or 59 seconds in my case. I'll give a call to my children and just engage with them. But really, let's have spaces where we can celebrate children where they are. Whether they are in the remote districts of this country, Hukunsi, Hansi, wherever they are, whatever they are doing, let's make time to celebrate and have a moment with children. Like I've said, I've given my relevant example. Birthdays are greatest days for children. Let's continue celebrating them, and let's make one big birthday for all the children in Botswana. In the United Nations, we have a special place for children. That's why we have set up the United Children's Fund, which is UNICEF, which has the mandate to work with government member states to implement children's programs globally. The World Children's Day, we regard it mostly as a UNICEF Day. And I'm particularly happy to be involved in this particular sub-regional event, which has been organized, and we are honored by the government of Botswana hosting this event for the second time.
ABSA Bank Botswana held a media briefing at its head office in Gaborone to introduce its latest digital payment solutions designed to enhance convenience, security, and efficiency for customers. Mr. John D'Souza, the acting retail director, unveiled the bank's new data-driven payments innovations, noting that they are part of ABSA's broader strategy to transform the payments landscape across Africa. He said the goal is to create a frictionless digital customer experience that meets the evolving needs of modern consumers. Highlighting the shift toward cashless and contactless payments, Mr. D'Souza pointed out that carrying a traditional wallet is increasingly becoming unnecessary.
Our overall payment strategy is to deliver the latest in cutting-edge digital payment solutions that differentiate the ABSA brand, not just in Botswana, but across our African landscape. In line with this intent and growing customer trends toward virtual and cashless transacting, the ABSA Pay solution was developed to provide a frictionless digital payments experience that allows customers to transact using their mobile phones and watches, what we call these days as wearables. You will notice today that the solutions we will showcase are trending towards wearables, and there are benefits to both merchants and customers alike to this approach. For merchants, less cash as a business, enhanced customer experience, and quicker turnover rate for the business. For customers, these payments mean increased convenience, as customers won't have to carry their physical cards or cash around. Quick checkouts, as customers don't have to spend time inputting PINs or signing receipts, leading to an enhanced shopping and banking experience as they have already authenticated on their device. The virtual multi-currency cards also are one of the first in the market, giving customers more control on their spending, especially when doing online transactions. We look forward to spending this afternoon with yourselves and showcase what we have been up to in the payment space. The ABSA team here is ready to engage further.
Muluki Mudisa, an e-commerce specialist, and Tidimalo Muia, a digital payment expert, showcased this new virtual and multi-currency payment solutions that ABSA has introduced, offering customers an effortless and secure way to make transactions go through their smart devices. Tidimalo Muia explained that to access the new features, customers need to first download the ABSA banking app, available on both Android smartphones and their smartwatches. All the conversion and exchange rates are handled automatically within the app, so you don't have to worry about any manual steps.
As you mentioned, So this is my mobile phone and NFC enabled Android device, right? So on my phone here, I've registered my card, and the display that you saw in the last picture there is the display that is on my phone here under my app that I have for ABSA. So this will be the merchant, a store. Me, I'll be a customer, and then I'm coming to a shop and then I make a payment, or I'm buying some goods. So the merchant or at the store, they will enter an amount on the terminal, and then it will request for a repayment, right? So when it requests for a payment with my phone, I will tap on the device, and then the payment will be completed.
Good afternoon. This is Tidimalo Muya from ABSA Bank Botswana, card issuing. Today we are speaking to our latest innovation in the card and payment solutions. We've just unveiled our latest baby in the market, which is our virtual card. Virtual card can be generated from any ABSA banking app. So as an ABSA banking customer, all you need to do is log into your banking app, go to More, under card management, you then register for ABSA Pay. It's as simple as that, and it's very seamless. Once that has been done, you can now be able to use your phone at any point of sale or online using the card details that would have been, or rather the virtual card that would have been generated. Remember, this solution is enabled on NFC-enabled phones and Android and Huawei phones currently. Here we've got our Garmin watch, which has already been paired to make payments. All I need to do is do a contact. I'm tapping with my phone, my watch. It's processing. Transaction has been completed. Simple as that. Thank you. Over and above the ABSA Pay virtual card that we've introduced, we've got a multi-currency solution that we've also enabled, still virtually. So as a card holder, you are able to now generate up to 5 virtual cards on your banking app. The currencies that are available right now is your US dollars, your GBP, South African rand, Botswana pula, and euro. This basically means that if you want, or if you are planning on a trip, you are able to buy currencies at any given time and load them in any of the 5 currencies that I've mentioned. This allows you to then do transactions, be it physically, overseas, or even if you are doing online transaction in foreign currency, you'll be able to pay from your multi-currency virtual card.
Botswana's first Pick n Pay Go store opened. A collaboration between Shell Vivo and Pick n Pay, a convenience store originally from South Africa, has been at the establishment of the first Pick n Pay Go shop opened at the Shell village in Gaborone. Speaking during the media briefing at the launch, the Shell Vivo managing director Sisupo Wahamang said the company was reshaping the landscape of filling stations by partnering with the likes of Pick n Pay Botswana. He added that the Shell Vivo intention was to make the businesses future-proof, noting that the filling stations without retail shops were lagging behind.
This is very important for us, okay, because this is true empowerment in the sense that we are creating wealth for locals. So these individuals actually own the filling station. They are not a middleman for anybody else. They own the land. We've leased the land from them, and we developed the station, which obviously after a period of time they will own the assets here. We've also helped them partner with a big brand like Pick n Pay. Again, they are the owners. There's no middlemen in between, and I think for me that's true financial freedom, or that's giving Botswana an opportunity to own something without necessarily having a middleman in between, if I can put it that way. Traditionally, if you think of a filling station, the first thing that comes into your mind, it's about fuel, nothing else. It's about, I'm going to fuel my car, and that's it. But we've seen now with the consumer needs or consumer trends changing. People are always busy, obviously, and they are always looking for convenience, and that's why this concept of bringing convenience closer to them works for us. And I think it also, I also think it helps in terms of diversifying our income as well as a business. Predominantly 70-80% of our revenue comes from fuels, but at least with this, it gives us the opportunity to at least have 30 to 40% of our revenue coming from non-retail fuel, which is a good thing.
The Pick and Pay Go Regional Managing Director Leon DeLange said the idea of Pick and Pay Go started in South Africa and was then exported to Botswana because of their great popularity. 4 more shops will be made available in different parts of the country, including Joannem, Francistown, Serowe and Palape.
And today we are at the opening of our first Pick and Pay Go and Shell partnership in Botswana. Obviously an historic day for us, where we have our first store under the Pick and Pay Go brand outside of South Africa, and we also have a partnership with the local owner Bashwari, who now is one of our newest members of our Pick and Pay family. So we're very happy and very proud of what the team has put together, and bringing convenient shopping to the consumers, with offering including not only the groceries that you know, but also a great fresh offering in hot foods, bakery products, and also really good coffee for those consumers on their way to work, those consumers for lunchtime, those consumers on their way home, and then on weekends to fill in the gaps that consumers have in their shopping behavior. So we're really happy that the store's opened. It is part of a strategic plan that we've had with Vivo for a while now, over the years with of negotiations to get us to this point. And our plan is to roll out at least another 4 before the end of the financial year, 2026. And then obviously over the next 5 years, get the numbers up to at least 30 across the country in Botswana. This is the second one in Pick and Pay Group and the first one in Botswana. So it's a brand that we've developed in East London in South Africa a year ago. And as a group now, we're really excited about what this brand can do for us in the convenience market going forward.
In our sports news, the Botswana Football League, BFL, held a press conference at Lekidi Football Center where CEO Billy Sekgororwane shared the key updates on the league's progress and future plans. Speaking to members of the media, he highlighted efforts to strengthen local football, build partnerships, and create more opportunities for players and fans. Sekgororwane also announced an exciting new partnership with Lesedi Television to broadcast selected league matches live, calling it a major step in making local football more accessible and connecting fans across the country.
Maybe let me just, because unfortunately I realized that the private media was not at when we made that announcement. Maybe let me just take this short opportunity to give you just the details of the deal. The deal is such that it's a 3-year deal, 16 million, 5 million for this season and the following season, then 6 million for the last season. It's to broadcast up to 60 games, a season. So while we would want to cover the 60 games, it's maybe difficult to do the 60 games for this season, simply because we've started late. But the deal is up to 60 games. It does not really say we have to hit the 60 games, but we would like to hit the 60 games if we can. The first part is that for the league to operate successfully, we need partners who will put some financial resources into the league in return for certain benefits. At the moment, when the league started, in fact, let's go back. The previous season, we had 2 key partners, which was Department of Broadcasting Services, BTV, and First National Bank of Botswana. But unfortunately, when this season started, the 2025-26 season started, there was no agreement concluded with the Department of Broadcasting Services, which was a key partner the previous 3 seasons. So we only had one partner when the league started, which put enormous strain on whatever reserves that we had, financial reserves that we had. We are how many months into the season now? I think we are 3 months into the season. And it's only last week that we entered into that partnership agreement with the Department of Broadcasting Services. So you can imagine what financial strain it put on the league to continue without any injections from that key partner, which is the Department of Broadcasting Services. So yes, correct. We are severely strained in terms of cash flow. It is not a secret that some of the referees' allowances were not paid since the season began. But fortunately, we did talk to them. We talked to them. They understood the position that we are in, and they understood that these are just cash flow issues. And as soon as some of these deals are settled, we will be able to sort them out.
Thank you for watching Lesedi Television News. It was a great pleasure being with you.